What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Now, this week's episode, I'm going to be talking about the next deck build pack set known as Valiant Smashers, and talk about what exactly we can expect to see in this set. But before we get into today's video, guys, we are 37 subscribers away from 200. We are drawing closer and closer to the goal of 200. And as I have said in previous videos, if this channel gets to 200 subs, I will open up this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull this guy, Elemental Hero Air Neos. If the channel gets to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety, on the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, maybe a Red Eyes Black Dragon, or maybe even also a piece of Exodia, which I got this from my partners over at Collector Store. So make sure you guys check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. However, if the channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare. This I also got from my partners at Collector Store. I actually got this on the week of its release. So if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want deck profiles. Maybe you guys want I don't know, premium live event predictions and results or whatever. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And before we get started, I don't know if it's wise to bring this up, but I'm actually selling a bunch of Funko Pop, a bunch of like random like action figures and whatnot. Some of the Funko Pop that I've got like Star Wars. I got was it Adventure Time, some Marvel stuff, and even also some Masters of the Universe Funkos, action figures. Even also, I also have some Thundercats Dorbs Funko Pop as well. Even also Thundercats action figures. If you guys want to get your hands on any of them, make sure you guys hit me up on my Instagram. I'll be explaining everything. But I do want to point out that I will not be shipping out the stuff. You have to meet me in person. Just thought I would throw that out there. If you guys do, again, if you want to get your hands on them, be sure to message me on Instagram. I'll be sure to give you guys all the details of what I have exactly. But again, please note, I will not be shipping them out. You have to meet me in person. With that being said, guys, let's get straight into the video. So, Valiant Smashers, again, as I talked about, is the newest deck build set that will be released on August 26th of this year. So it'll be released right around the end of August. And you guys know that with these different deck build sets, it's always there's always the 3 random archetypes that end up getting support like two months later into the future. One of the prime examples of the deck build pack sets is this Genesis Impact. I've had this with me for about a year now. So I'm planning to open this up at some point. I might open it up tomorrow or something, but who knows? But what's cool about Genesis Impact is that this has the Majestus archetype, Drytrons, and also the Live Twin archetype, in which truth be told, Drytron and the Live Twins actually became two of the most broken decks in the meta for several months, and then once we got the new support for them, it just kind of dying down a little bit. Honestly, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But I will admit, this one might be a bit interesting. We don't really know what the theme of the set will be. We don't even know. I'm honestly I'm assuming that we might see when we think of Smasher, I think maybe the what you call it? What's that one archetype? Oh, it's that one deck that we got that we saw in the anime. What was it? I'm trying to think. Valiant's armor cards is what I was referring to. Yeah, so again, we might see those get printed. Nah, who the fuck am I kidding? Who the fuck are we kidding anyway? Konami won't print, won't do that. But all jokes aside, I mean, at this point, the three archetypes is sort of up in the air. The reprints, on the other hand, that's where it gets interesting, because when we think of the term Valiant, I think one thing that comes into mind is possibly Wind Wing Beast. So we might get some new Wind Wing Beast cards printed, which could also mean as well reprints of cards like Harpy Lady, Harpy's Hunting Ground would be a good prime example. It's hard to say exactly what else could be in the set. Again, this is all relatively new. We don't really know anything about the set, unless if YG Organization posted more info on it. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, there was nothing. So I'm under the impression that we might get new Wind Wing Beast support, but then again, we might even also see another more illusionist support cards. The possibilities are so out there. We don't really know, honestly. But it'll be interesting, because you guys know that within maybe within about a month after I do these types of videos where I talk about new sets and what could potentially be in them, we always get the three archetypes, and then once I talk about them, you guys know the cards will roll right in. Now, obviously, we know with these deck build sets, I believe they are 60 card sets if I remember correctly. So it's gonna be a pretty small set, but I know one thing is for certain. Once we get the new support for any of these three archetypes, or even all three of them, I know for a fact that at some point, one of those decks is going to be meta. Which one is it, you may ask? Simple. The deck that is waifu deck. Case in point, Case in point, once again, with Genesis Impact. This archetype right here, Live Twins, Waifu. One of the most expensive decks out there in the format after just one like YCS. It's the exact same thing with Dark Magician Girl. Once she got like new support cards and whatnot in excuse me. What was it? The what you call it? Oh, I can't think of it. The Dark Side of Dimensions movie pack. You know, once we got the new support in that set, everybody started to build, Dark Magician using the new support, and then they eventually realized they were just for show. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another waifu deck, in which case it's gonna be the most expensive in the set. We know it's gonna end up being the new meta, and I'm under the impression that, honestly, I mean, it's a big what if, right? What if we don't get a waifu archetype? What if all three archetypes are like good archetypes? They're like badass archetypes. Like Drytron, or something like Magistus, or even something like the Transcendrake archetype that we got in the last deck build set. What was it? Wild Survivors? Maybe. It's a high possibility, but we don't really know exactly what we can expect. But again, going back to my original point, we may end up getting a waifu archetype, but then again, we might just get a set where all three archetypes are absolutely badass. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it bound to happen? Probably not. But I will say this. I will say this again, as I talked about before. No matter what we get in this set, what matters the most is not just... Excuse me, it's not just the new archetypes, it's the reprints. Because at this point, the reprints could be anything. We could get a reprint of, I don't know, Monster Reborn, and it ends up becoming a collector's rare. We could see a reprint of, I'll say, Forbidden Droplet, and it ends up a common. Because we already know that it came out, it was an ultra rare, I think in, what was this? Was it Synchro Storm? Or was it something else? I think it was Synchro Storm. Yeah, I believe so. I believe Synchro Storm. Then it was a secret rare in its original set. Then it became an ultimate rare. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a rare in a set like this, but it also becomes a collector's rare as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Would it disrespect how powerful Forbidden Droplet is? Absolutely. Would it drop the value of the card by a huge amount? Yeah, damn right. The possibilities are out there, but we'll see. We will see what happens. But you know what? I want your guys' opinion. I know that this is the end of the video, but I want your guys' opinion. Answer the question of the day in the comments. In the comments below, which is this: what cards would you like to see get reprinted in Valiant Smashers And what kind of archetype do you guys want to see in the set? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Friday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.